What's good guys, Venny here, and today I am bringing you my custom tactics. This is my top 200 custom tactics. We got 29 and 1 last week, which was enough on Xbox to get top 200. I'm currently sat at 15 and 0 of recording this video as well, so these tactics must be alright for me. But before we get into this video, if you are new around here, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button. I believe like 80% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed. I'd be greatly appreciated if you guys do hit that subscription button. Let's get into the custom tactics right now. Custom tactics are here, and some of you guys are probably wondering, I thought you said like you was grinding out YouTube this month, and I was, but I'll be honest with you guys, I wasn't in the right mental state, I guess is the right saying, of wanting to make videos, of wanting to even play FIFA, wanting to stream and so on. So it's been a little bit tough because from when I was doing like the first week or so of December, went crazy. The channel was growing really well. The level I was seeing was, I was really appreciative of it. But of course, things such as your mental state and looking after yourself is a little bit more important than making a couple of videos. But I am back on it for you guys, and for myself. I do enjoy making videos, and I don't know why. It's weird. One of those things with mental things I'll talk about maybe in a future video of this week. Maybe I'll drop a Foot Champs highlights or something, and it'd be a little bit more deeper conversation about the mental state of being a professional FIFA player or something like that. So if that's something that interests you and you want to see some gameplay as well, keep an eye out for that. If I even get top 200 this week, there'll be gameplay. If I don't, you won't see gameplay. But let's get into the custom tactics. As I said, this is top 200 custom tactics, currently 15 and 0. I think like, I don't know, it's Sunday at the moment basically recording this, and I hopefully can clutch up a back-to-back top 200. Obviously the team is very pay to win, and I understand that, but my thought process with FIFA, and especially with Weekend League, I wasn't enjoying Weekend League. And I was wondering, why am I not enjoying Weekend League? And it's actually because, I don't know, I feel like the way people play, they play like too scared, or it's really passive and it's quite boring, like the way like you set up your team is also makes the game quite boring as well. So I thought, you know what, let me just try and have some fun with it. I see Shells was using 10 depth in Weekend League in his 4-4-2, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to use it as well. And last week we hit the 29 and 1 with it, and then this week, as I said, I'm 15 and 0, sorry, with it. And yeah, basically what I'm doing is I'm playing with 10 depth in my team. This is the main tactic I'm using, is the 4-4-2 at the moment. 5 width, 10 depth, 5 width, and 4 players in the box. Balance on both of them. And I said it was just to have a little bit more fun with it, just try and bring some sort of interest into FIFA again when it comes to Weekend League. Because for me, Weekend League isn't the funnest game mode, if I'll be totally honest with you, and I'm sure a lot of you probably can agree with it, me with it. The thing what you do have to consider if you are using this high depth, one, you probably need fast defenders. So if you're using like the slow players, make sure you have over like 80 pace. Well, I'd say 75 plus, but you can get gamers in ramp by now if you've been playing FIFA from the start, I would assume. But I'd probably say like 77 pace plus on your centre backs is probably required, because where your team's so high up, a lot of people like to try and do the through ball spam against you. So having a high depth, obviously, you're going to be a little bit more vulnerable to it. But yeah, that's what I'm using. I gave you the reason why I've used it. It's just for a little bit more fun. And even in the tactics, we've got stay back while attacking on the right back and left back. Nothing else changing really when it comes to defence. Obviously, the right back and left backs are on balance, just on stay back, just so we're not getting countered. Come back on defence and get in the box for crosses on the left mid. Yeah, very simple. I think the same thing on the right mid as well. I got them there so that I can do the RBX to them if I want, but they're mainly just to run down the wing and pass the ball into the middle, guys, if I'll be totally honest with you, and that's what they're doing. Centre mids, we've got one on stay back, cover centre, and one on balanced. That is mainly because, once again, it's a Weekend League thing. These tactics are a little bit tougher for me to use in Pro versus Pro because I'm a little bit more vulnerable, but when it comes to the Weekend League, I'm trying to just make it a bit more interesting. If I'm a bit more vulnerable, it's a little bit more interesting for me to actually defend. So obviously helping the attack is obviously going to be beneficial to me when attacking. So if you guys have one attacking midfielder and one maybe defensive midfielder like mine did, maybe put one on stay back and one on balance, could be a good job for you. And then on the two strikers, basically just how they come, nothing changed to them. And they make I would say these instructions are very basic and very simple, apart from obviously the thing was a little bit crazy is the 10 depth, and I think a lot of you probably think there's no way he uses 10 depth, and hopefully when I get the highlights you guys will see that I'm actually using 10 depth and stuff. But in general, everything's quite simple, everything's quite basic, and That's something I've always said in previous custom tactic videos. More basic for me, the better it is, in my opinion. I don't know what it is, so I guess it's just because it's a little bit more easier to constantly have consistent results from your players, rather than if you have, let's say, stay wide, getting behind, you know, they're going to do different things different times, you know, that's just how it is. So everything on balance, and when it comes to the strikers, balance, cover centre on the left centre mid, stay back while attacking, cover centre on the right centre mid, come back on defence, get in the box, stay back while attacking. And that's really it when it comes to the 4-4-2. As I said, that's my main formation this year. When it comes to weekend league, I would say over the last couple of days, a couple of weeks even. But I do have a 4-2-2 set up. And the 4-2-2 and the 4-2-3-1, both of them are not on 10 depth. It's because I don't really use them when it comes to weekend league. I use them more for pro games. So I'm still using high depth really when it comes to pro games. So I'm using 8 depth at the moment with the 4-2-2. 5, 8, balance, 5, 4, 2, 2. Just very simple stuff. And this one, stay back while attacking and cover centre on the stay back while attacking on the right back and left back. Making the centre mid is just on cover centre. As you can see, this is how little I use it because the players are not even set up in the right position. What you want is that. But yeah, cover centre on the right CDM and the left CDM. Have them both on balance, so I just want them to help in attack. Just trying to get numbers in attack. And this, like I said, when it comes to pro games, weekend league, I'm finding it a little bit of, I guess, a struggle of finding that enjoyment of the game. So maybe my having like more attacking custom tactics is going to try and maybe have a little bit more fun with it, I guess, is my thought process. But it's FIFA at the end of the day, it doesn't really happen like that. Come back and get in the box for crosses on the right cam and the left cam. False 9, come back on defense on the left striker, get in behind and come back on the right striker. And to be honest with you, that was there from previous times. As I said, like, I don't really use this one. 4-4-2 is the main one. I would probably go back to having this all on balance now because, you know, as I said, having false 9, obviously it's nice to have him dropping into that space sometimes, but sometimes he's a little bit too deep for when I'm attacking, or if I've got getting behind on the Ronaldo, the actual gap between these two is actually too much, and I actually need to do like a pass to feet option. So that's why I've got, that's why I would go with balance. And, you know, once again, everything pretty simple, but 4-2-2 there. Also 4-2-3-1, 5 width, balance, of course, depth, 7 offensive style, balance, 5 and 6. As I said, this is another one what I use in pro games more than anything else, and that is because of the I guess the safety net it comes with when it using 4-2-3-1. That's why the depth isn't too high. I'm still trying to be a little bit more aggressive in it, but I'm not trying to give away too much, you know. Like, this is like a tactic I would go to if I'm winning a game, you know, and trying to close it out rather than starting in it. Instructions: stay back while attacking and overlap on the right back and left back. Something I was being experimenting with. I'm not 100% sure on if that's something I do enjoy, but I do have it on. Stay back while attacking and cover centre on both the CDMs. All the captains on balance, but get in the box for crosses on the ram and the lamb. And the striker and getting behind, and that is how I would set it up in the 4-2-3-1. As I said, this is more of a safety net formation than anything. It's not really anything I'm going to if I'm losing, or it's like a plan B / if I'm winning, I'll probably change to something like this to be a little bit more safer. And the final tactic for me, if I'm really trying to close out the game and I'm in a really sweaty game, is the ultra defensive one, which is the balance, 5 width, 3 depth, balance, 5 width and 3 players in the box, 1-1 on the players in the box and the corners. As you see, this is how rare I actually use this, because not many games actually really go to the last make me go to this sort of tactic. So it is a very safe tactic. It's the 4-2-3-1 second variation. It's with right mids and left mids instead of ram and lamb. Stay back while attacking on the right back and the left back. CDMs is stay back while attacking and cover centre. Come back on defense on the central cam. Come back on defense, get behind and get in the box for crosses. And same thing on the right mid. And come back on defense on the striker. And you're probably wondering, why do you use getting behind and get in the box for crosses when you're trying to hold a lead? The main reason is this: even though I'm trying to hold a lead, a lot of people are going to be more aggressive in their moments. You know, they're going to have higher wing backs. So if I'm getting behind on my right mid and left mid, they're going to always be running behind that sort of space where their wing backs are going to be present early. So it's just an easier through ball out, or it's an easier option out. So that is the main reason why I've got that on. As I said though, things are very basic around here now when it comes to the custom tactics. 4-4-2, as I said, it's my main one. 10 depth coming in with it, and it's just, I would say this is my weekend league tactics more than like my pro games. But as I said, some of these tactics I am using in pro games, but this is more so my weekend league tactics, and I'm seeing good results with it, and I'm enjoying weekend league as well, which is a little bit, I wouldn't say enjoying, because that's maybe a bit of a strong word when it comes to FIFA, but it's a little bit more enjoyable, I guess is what I should probably say. But yeah, definitely recommend trying these tactics if you're trying to have a bit of fun with FIFA and also have some decent results with it. Literally, I think in the first 15 games this week, I've conceded 3 goals with it and had like 10-11 rage quits. So it does work, it's fun to use, and it is a little bit attacking, but come on man, let's have some fun with FIFA now. I think it's got to that point where everyone's a little bit bored of playing this passive, slow type of FIFA. But yes, that is it for the custom tactics. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and peace.